Welcome to the ward, and we hope that you have a comfortable stay. In this short film, we will introduce you to some of the hospital services and show you what you can expect during your time with us. The patient handbook will give you more information about many of the topics covered, and if you have any queries, do please talk to a member of staff. You will see lots of different staff on the ward. Each has their own uniform, and you'll meet many of them while you're here. You may also see volunteers who are able to assist in a range of activities. The nursing staff are there to see to your day-to-day welfare and routine medical needs. There are several grades of nurse, and each has their own uniform. Staff nurses wear light blue uniforms or light blue epaulets, while sisters or charge nurses, who are in charge of each ward, wear navy uniforms or navy epaulets. The matron has overall responsibility for patient care and cleanliness on the ward. They can be recognised by their purple uniform. If you have concerns about any aspect of your nursing care, please talk to the matron. The nursing staff will make sure you are comfortable. They will also show you the call button, which you must press if you need the assistance of a nurse.
Hello Shirley, here's your lunch. Thank you.
During your stay, you will be served breakfast, lunch and an evening meal. The menus are available in the patient handbook. You can choose your meal and the amount you want at the point of service, and will be served by the ward coordinator or ward housekeepers and nursing staff. If you have any special dietary needs, please tell a member of staff. Members of the catering team are always willing to visit patients on request to discuss any aspect of the catering service. The healthcare assistants, who wear light green uniforms or light green epaulets, or housekeepers, will serve your meals and offer you drinks throughout the day. During your stay with us, we aim to ensure privacy and dignity at all times. If you are on a mixed-gender ward, you will never be placed in a bay with members of the opposite sex. All our toilet and washing facilities are designated single-sex usage. For the comfort of others, please keep noise to a minimum. Out of respect for others, you can only use your mobile phone in the designated areas of the hospital identified by a green mobile phone logo. The use of personal mobile phones on wards is prohibited. The bedside TV allows you to make and receive telephone calls, watch television and listen to the radio. Cards can be purchased at machines located around the hospital. Please try to avoid bringing any valuables onto the ward. You should only need small sums of money to purchase items from the shop or trolley. If you do have valuables with you, it would be preferable if you give them to a family member to look after. If this is not possible, please hand them to a nurse who will give you a receipt for the items.
Could I have your tablets? Yes, certainly.
It is essential that you give any medication you are currently taking or a list from your GP to one of the nurses as soon as possible. The hospital operates a thorough hygiene program and all wards are cleaned regularly. Summary cleaning schedules are on display on the notice boards and in toilets and bathrooms. A full set of schedules is available from a nurse, housekeeper or at the nurse's station. You will see cleaners working on the ward in the mornings and at other times during the day. However, we believe that everyone has a role to play in helping us maintain the highest standards of hygiene. Regular hand washing, especially before meals and after visiting the toilet, is very important. Don't be afraid to remind staff to wash their hands before they attend to you if you have not seen them do so. They won't be offended. Alcohol gel is provided throughout the hospital, and we would encourage everyone, including patients and their visitors, to use it before entering and leaving the ward. As this is a teaching hospital, students often accompany clinical staff as part of their training. If you would rather a doctor or nurse sees you on their own, please let them know. No offence will be taken. All hospitals within the Trust are designated as smoke-free, which means that smoking is prohibited in all areas, including hospital grounds. We take the safety and security of our patients and staff very seriously. The Trust has a zero-tolerance policy towards aggressive behaviour directed at staff or patients. CCTV is installed in the hospital and its grounds. If you see anything suspicious or have any concerns, please speak to a member of staff. If you have visitors, please do not let them sit on your bed. For your safety and welfare, certain areas have restrictions on what can be brought in. Please check with your nurse. All hospital parking is subject to a car parking fee. Certain concessions are available and there are reduced rates available to visitors for extended stays. Please do not leave the ward unless the nursing staff have told you that you are well enough to do so. And if you do need to leave, please tell a nurse. A restaurant is located on the lower ground floor, while in the foyer there is a cafe serving drinks and light meals. Also in the foyer is a shop selling newspapers, magazines, and a selection of everyday items you may need. There is also a cash point. If you cannot leave the ward, you can still buy a selection of items from the trolley service. When it is time for you to go home, you may be asked to leave the ward and spend an hour or two in the discharge lounge. Before you go, a nurse will talk about any medication you need to take with you and give you any advice about what to do when you get home. Leaving hospital can be a worrying time, so please mention any concerns you may have. Michelham is the hospital's private patients unit. It is available to anyone whether or not they have private health insurance. If you would like to be transferred to Michelham, please talk to a member of staff. The Patient Liaison Service, or PALS, is there for anyone who has concerns about the hospital or their treatment and would prefer not to talk to a member of hospital staff. You can contact PALS by calling this number or talking to a representative in the foyer. There is a chaplaincy team here at the hospital who can visit you. They can also call in colleagues of different faiths. Religious services are held in the hospital chapel, and there is also a non-denominational sanctuary. East Sussex Hospital's NHS Trust is applying for Foundation Trust status. As a part of this process, the general public can become Foundation members and add their voice to those of carers and staff and have a say in how local NHS services are delivered. If you are interested in becoming a Foundation member, please ask for a form. We hope that this video has answered some of the questions you may have had when you arrived. Remember that you can find out more by looking in the Patient Handbook. We aim to make your stay with us as comfortable as possible. If you have any problems or concerns, do please talk to a member of staff. They are there to help you. Thank you for watching.